Welcome back to Living 808. The Hawaii True Cost Coalition is helping local nonprofits survive. Robert Van Tassel, CEO and President of Catholic Charities Hawaii, and Tina Andrade is the COO of Catholic Charities Hawaii as well, and they're joining us to share more on this. Thank you guys so much for being with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us here on Living 808.
Yeah, this is great. Okay, so let's let all our viewers know what the Hawaii True Cost Coalition is. Go ahead.
Sure. We're about 50 nonprofits, or as we like to call ourselves, community-based organizations, based here on Oahu, but actually on all the islands. And we've come together because our government contracts for about the last 10 years have not been covering the full cost of what it actually costs us to do this work.
Well, that doesn't sound like a surprise to anybody.
Yeah, it's really been difficult. We have contracts we haven't gotten increases in over 12 years. Wow. And so our members are not immune to this, and we have to go sometimes to loans or to donors for these funds. But I think that the donor community too is getting tired of that and really wants government to step up and pay the actual costs.
Wow. Okay, Tina, you want to add to that?
Yeah, we really are a safety net for those who are most vulnerable. And we did our own study within Catholic Charities, and for some of our family strengthening programs, several of those contracts were essentially stagnant for over 10 years. And Catholic Charities actually covered 26% of that true cost to run those programs.
Wow, and that's quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't think you'd find very many for-profit vendors of the states or the cities that would be willing to do that.
Yeah. So what types of services are in danger? Like, how bad is this situation?
I'll let Tina. Good.
Well, there are several programs that depend on us, and if you could imagine not having a crisis hotline there, or working part-time, if you could imagine people who are suffering from domestic violence not having a shelter to turn to, or people who are homeless or on the brink of homelessness, not being able to have a safe place to go to find a leg up. Just very many kupuna who are isolated. We want to make sure that they get food, that they're able to socialize with other people, and many, many more.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, you said not very many people would be surprised by this, but I think something that would surprise people, and this is why we're out talking about this right now, is that about 40% of our members have said if it continues at this rate, they may not be here much longer.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so that's just one major issue. What will happen if funding isn't increased, and what can we all do to help? What can our viewers do?
That's a great question. I think one thing is to let your legislators know that these services that are provided are important. We're finding that the numbers of people, for instance, going to the food bank has gone up. People that are employed, the ALICE, asset limited, income constrained, and employed, many of them are, for instance, going to the food banks. Many of them are asking for rental assistance and some type of financial assistance. So we're looking at about 40 to 50% of the people that live in Hawaii coming to our organizations for assistance.
Okay. I'm just gonna I'm gonna open it up real quick for either one of you to say what you need to say. I want our viewers to know as much as they can about the Hawaii True Cost Coalition, how we can help, and what your mission plan is. Can you do that for us? Either one of you, both of you?
Go ahead, Tina.
Well, I just want to say that we did a survey with some of our members, and 91% of those who are doing services have less than the true cost covered. And so many of them are at risk right now. As we said, 40% are afraid they won't be able to continue, which means that we won't be able to provide the very essential services that are needed. In terms of our mission, many of the people that we mentioned would not be able to be helped. Kupuna, people suffering from domestic violence, just children and families being able to be safe, having the mental health services that we need. There's just such a broad range of people who depend on the safety net. And, we know that there are going to be shortfalls this year. Hawaii is in definitely a serious financial situation, but we believe that with our nonprofits, people are depending on us, and we cannot afford to have our services cut anymore. People can help us with our mission to make sure that we continue. If you could imagine all of your services not being able to be covered, nobody could stay in business that way. But as Rob said, you can contact us through
Okay.
the Hawaii True Cost Coalition, going to our website at hitruecost.com. You can also call your legislators to help us. You can also, we're actually very grateful that many of our legislators right now are helping us. They understand how important this situation is. And we're also very grateful to State Department chairs, Dr. Fink and Kathy Betts, who understand the importance of the network. And they're working to make sure that these issues are addressed.
We'll have your information on our website shortly after the show. It was hitruecost.com.
Yes.
We'll have that again on our website, k22.com, shortly after the show. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, John.